Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Voracious Wow of Voracious Creations, and we're here with another video. And today's topic is going to be soft goods or soft plastic. And I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and there's been a lot of comments in regards to how Tamashi Nations is doing their soft goods. I know people didn't really like the bunching around Sage Mode. Should I use a pen? I think I'll use a pen. Anyways, they didn't like the bunching around the Sage Mode Naruto, or there is thoughts that the Akatsuki's robes were a little too big. But anyways, I feel like it's not a simple answer, like there's a handful of factors that really goes into whether or not you want soft goods or not. Like, for example, how do you display your figures? Are you a museum poser, like who just likes the or museum static poser, where you just like all your figures in a line, standing still, facing the front, and see, even then it's tricky to say, because what if those static posers, the word posers, what if they like their Superman or Batman or whatever figure with the cape standing straight up and down with their cape flowing, So it's not easy to just say that, oh, if you pose museum style with static poses, that you don't care for soft goods or not, So, so I just want to go over, what can possibly make someone not care. I think like an inbox collector, I assume they really wouldn't care, just because it's in the box and they're never going to take it out. So what's the point of that pointless argument, soft goods or not soft goods? And I think that's pretty much it, right? The static posers and mint in box, and then let's figure out who would prefer soft goods. And I feel like maybe toy photographers, people with dynamic displays, things like that, prefer the soft goods, just because, as you can see, it's losing focus. All right, let me make sure I pay attention to this, because let me see. Let's zoom it back in. It's not focusing. That's awful. Forgive me for the quality of the videos. I'm really trying. But anyways, so what was I saying? Maybe I should edit this part out where I lose my train of thought. Anyways, I think I was talking about who would prefer soft goods, and honestly, the two biggest things that come to mind are toy photographers and people who like dynamic posing in their displays. So again, I mean, and even then, well, no, I think toy photographers would prefer, but I don't know. Who am I to say? I'm just one guy, and, I like what I like, and again, it's not easy to say, like this pain, obviously. Here, let's remove these guys and mess with these guys for a little bit. So, the soft goods. Oh, he just came in, right? Obviously. Nice. Let me try to get this lighting better. Oh, man. Whoops. Okay, so this actually looks a lot better. But yeah, so I was a collector of Marvel Legends for a long time, so and I only collected the X-Men line, to be honest, and the only person who really had a good cape presence was Magneto. And so I remember buying my first soft goods for him from eBay and posing him up, and it just made his display presence look so much more amazing. Forgive me for these weak poses. I really don't know, but I don't know, maybe for the Akatsuki's. Let me not lose my train of thought. So, I did collect Marvel Legends, so I am a little biased when it comes to soft good. Me personally, I think it does make a lot of things look better. Like, I couldn't see this, like, Akatsuki guy, the Akatsuki guys, being put in anything other than soft goods, like, I remember, like, see, I wasn't even there for the first Naruto, wave. line when it first came out. But a lot of people weren't happy with the Itachi, who came with the soft goods, and oops, I dropped his hand, or who came with the soft plastic, and they end up buying soft goods, you know? Like, same thing goes for, like, the first release of the Sage Mode Naruto. When he didn't come with the soft goods, people went and bought the soft goods. And I'm pretty sure they traded their plastic soft good ones. Not all, obviously, not all, but some traded their plastic soft goods for, or plastic, soft plastic, my bad, they traded their soft plastic for a soft robe. And, you know, again, I know people complained about the bunching for this Naruto. And the best, like, you know, as you can see, mine doesn't really bunch up too much, you know. So it does have a lot to do with... I don't even know where I'm going with the video. But anyways, you know, so I do fold it back a little bit. Like, you can barely tell. But it's a little bit back to keep it from bunching, you know. It's supposed to rest naturally, the robe. Yeah, I guess it's kind of hard to pose in front of cameras. I guess I should cut and then do it, but I don't know. But see, yeah, I'm kind of losing my train of thought. I don't know. Like, again, it's never been like a real issue for me, and I know like Tamashii Nations is just starting with their soft goods, so it's not like a huge like topic out there. But I just felt like discussing it just because you know, I know it is a issue, or not an issue, but there's a preference thing. And I really don't know where I'm going with this video right now. Sorry, guys. But I don't know. I'm biased when it comes to it. I personally prefer the soft goods. I think it does make things look a little bit better. But again, it's easier said than done that, oh, give me soft goods and give me not, because see, I don't know, like, I'm not doing very good job posing right now. But oh god, let me so sorry about that. I did write a script, but I wasn't sticking to it. See, every time I write one or I don't write one, or anytime I don't stick to it or I don't write one, I get stumbling over my words. But so I think last thing I said was that, you know, I'm a little bit biased, you know, from collecting Marvel Legends and wanting to add soft goods. Marvel Legends X-Men, let me clarify. Marvel Legends X-Men, excuse me, my dog. So like I was saying, I'm someone who came from collecting Marvel Legends X-Men. And, you know, again, not all of them. Like, Magneto was the only one with a cape, really. And, yeah, and I liked it. You know, if I had gotten any more figures that required a cape, I probably would have gotten a soft goods. But with that being said, just because, excuse me, I'm grabbing my puppy right now. Just because I say I'm biased on, a little bit biased when it comes to soft goods, it doesn't mean that I want soft goods on everything. Everything needs to be soft goods, you know? Just because, like, I think one of the biggest factors in regards to soft goods and not soft goods is, excuse me, is do they benefit from removing that clothing, you know, that piece of clothing? Like, I know someone mentioned, excuse me, my puppy, she's on me, so it's gonna be a little hard. Someone mentioned, a reviewer mentioned, that if the new Jiraiya came with soft goods, you know, and it would be nice, you know, I'm not gonna lie, this would be cool, but I feel like it would eventually it'll become too much, you know, not too much, but he doesn't really benefit from removing his clothing, you know, that piece of clothing, that soft goods. So I don't think it'll be necessary for him to have it. Like, you can, like, the plastic is soft enough that you can get it, like, if you want it flipping, like, you can get it flipping, you know. And if it's, especially if it's just for a photo shot, you know, you can get something to hold this up. Ooh, excuse me, this is my puppy, I'm trying to keep her from falling, and, you know, like, you can do that. And so it's just like, I don't really see the need for him to have soft goods. And again, look at KCM Naruto. let's move these guys over. You know, like, how would they make, like, I don't think he'd benefit from a soft good robe, you know? Like, I don't think they'd be able to make it shiny, and if they did try to make it shiny, I think it would be that weird pleather, fake leather stuff that eventually would crack, you know? So eventually he won't look as pristine as he does now. Look how shiny he is, you know? And I know, again, that's supposed to be his chakra mode, so he's supposed to be that. Excuse my dog. She doesn't like, oh, baby, shh, shh. Anyways, and then Obito. I know I've claimed that I'm going to be getting soft goods for him. You know, but again, if I never did, I'd definitely be happy with this figure, you know. He looks very good without the soft goods, but I know I said I wanted it, and that's just because he's missing an arm, you know. Like, if they came out with the fully robed one, which I doubt they're gonna do for a while, considering like they just made this one, I think it'd have been cool if they came with an upgrade kit, just so that he can not an upgrade kit, but you know, like DLC, how they release different pieces into different figures. I think it'd be cool if he came with a second arm, like if they Penelope, no, if he came with a second arm, you know what, like say if they redid Madara, it'd have been cool for him to come with a second arm, just to finally complete like the full look of this. But because they're probably not going to do that for a while, I want to get a soft goods one to complete the fully masked Obito look. And so I feel like those guys, they really wouldn't benefit from soft goods. I mean, they would obviously benefit from soft goods, because it does make things look better, but it just wouldn't be as much of a wow factor as Katsuki or the or Sage Mode Naruto, you know, like Jiraiya. I don't know. He's not very dynamic. I know the new one, he can get in better poses and stuff, so maybe he would benefit more. But because this one's not so dynamic, it's all right, you know. Like I don't see the need for it. And then I know Minato, right? The one who would benefit the most. Here we go. From soft goods. And I think my concern with him, and the reason why I'm not too concerned, is because he is a Naruto top figure. So it's like no big deal, whatever. But like I was saying, Minato, he'd definitely benefit. But because he is a Naruto top 99 figure, like I'm not really too concerned. If anything, I really don't want to collect doubles of the Naruto top. I just mainly want the mainstream line. But if I do get another one of this Minato, I think he'd be a perfect custom to make a KCM Minato, you know? So if I do get a second one, it will be the sole purpose to make this custom. I'm not a huge customizer, but, you know, I do want to get into that field. And like I said, this is Voracious Creations, you know? Like, I enjoy my action figures, but I want to make things. And, you know, speaking of making things, like, again, like, I don't know, like I wanted to say how often do the characters sit down as one of those factors on whether or not they should get soft goods or not. And I only did that solely because of this, you know, like I'm making this Itachi throne. Here, let's bring it up closer. Can we bring it up? Yeah. All right, let's move these guys over. You know, I know you can see the little bit of the Uchiha symbol back there. If you've seen my videos, you know that I did like a half-ass job in the paint job on this, and it was because my 3D pen broke. I got my 3D pen again, so I'm now going over to the new layers. But anyways, that's not the point. So the point is, like, how often is the character sitting? You know, like I think Tsunade, oh, you know, I think this is the best time to talk about it. See, that's why you gotta stick to the script. Tsunade, she's the Hokage, you know, and she does sit behind the desk often and stuff, so it's just like it sucks that they decided not to give her soft goods, especially considering that like she does remove it like often, you know, especially like her first whole entry arc, she removed it like in the fight with Kabuto, you know, so I think she would benefit from it. And I don't know why they decided not to do it. You know, it's just a weird decision. Like, what's making them decide what gets soft goods and what doesn't? You know, is it like whether or not the figure would sell? Is it a high selling figure? Because like she would definitely benefit from it. And but yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. Like I wanted to use that as a factor, but you know, how often are see, even the Dandaran figures, they're usually in school, but they don't sit often. But to have a diorama with them sitting in class, like there's just so many factors that goes into whether or not something should be soft goods. Because like if you're a static museum poser, like you're not going to be using dial pieces or anything that often. And if you're a toy photographer or even a dynamic poser, you want to have your display looking cool. Like see, like if you go through my videos and you see my display videos, you can see I do mostly pose my figure static. You know, there's nothing really too dynamic about them. But I still like my my soft goods, you know, like the soft goods would probably be the most dynamic thing in my displays. You know, so again, it's like even like basically a static museum poser, but I still want soft goods in my collection, you know. So there's just a lot of things that really goes into whether or not soft goods is better. It's just all on the collector themselves, you know, like how do they collect, how do they display their figures, you know. There is no right or wrong answer to this, you know. But I just wanted to talk about it because, you know, now that, like, again, you know me, the budget collector, all I collect is the Naruto line. And now we have 2 Akatsuki members and Sage Mode Naruto with the soft goods. And so I just felt like it's a good topic to bring up. Just because, like, if they're going to continue the line and then, like, give, like, I don't know, because I just don't want them to, I guess you say, miss out. Like Tsunade is such a missed opportunity to get into a soft goods, you know. Like it would have been great, you know, to have her in both those options, to be able to have her dressed down a little bit or to fully like ready to beat some ass. Excuse me for my puppy. I woke up a little late and usually I'd be done recording my videos by now and be making us breakfast, but that's not the case right now. I woke up a little late and didn't start making my video until nearly 5 o'clock. But anyways, so the thing is, like, I really don't know, you know. Personally, I prefer soft goods, but only when it's required, you know. Like I wouldn't care. I'm happy that Jiraiya didn't get soft goods, you know. I mean, I shouldn't say happy, but I'm happy either or if they decided to give him soft goods or not. Let's back that up a little bit. Let's back it up a little bit. No. I think I have to stop recording. Let me see. Can't you? Yeah, I have to stop recording. Alright. So like I was saying, it's not about being happy or not. It's just I'm very content with this figure. And I don't see it like soft goods wouldn't make or break him is what I want to say. Same goes for this guy. Soft goods really wouldn't make or break this Obito. Like he looks just fine the way he is. And same goes for this KCM guy. KCM Naruto. He's fine, you know. He doesn't need anything soft good. And if you like, again, I think if they did do it and then they were trying to get that shiny effect, like it wouldn't come out right. And then Minato, someone who benefits with the soft good, but I'm indifferent towards it. Honestly, when they released the one for the regular line and not the Naruto top line, I think they should make soft goods for him. I think he'd benefit so much more from it. But again, just because he's the Naruto top one, I really don't care, you know. I really don't pose him too much. And once I get the second one, I'm just going to create a Naruto top display and he's going to permanently stay in it, you know. So that's why I don't really, it's no big deal for me. But once they make the regular release, I think I'd prefer him in soft goods again. And because he's someone who benefits like from taking off his jacket. Like you can take off his jacket and say they released a Kid Kakashi, Kid Obito, and a Rin. And, you know, you'll be able to take off his Hokage jacket and then you have like two figures in one. So I don't know, like, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, what do you prefer, soft goods or soft plastic? You already know my answer. It is soft goods. I don't know, it still makes it a lot more fun, even though I don't play with my figures often. All right, thank you for tuning into my video, and God bless y'all. Later, guys. So I'll actually probably be doing a second video. Holy cow, like this thing, I'm sorry for the quality of my videos, guys. It really looks crazy. But I'm actually going to be making a second video today in regards to this chair and my 3D pen. And you know what's headed for the future of this channel. Excuse me for my hissing. All right, later guys. God bless y'all.